Yo, what's up, guys? Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming back. Today's video, I hope it reaches a lot of people. I'm not sure if it's going to or not, but today's video is a very important one. It's about men's mental health, especially when it comes to men in relationships. And I think it's a topic that's been getting some attention lately, but has been ignored for the longest time. It's been getting attention because of the UFC, because of Paddy Pimblett and the UFC mentioning it. Tyson Fury has mentioned it in the past. Andrew Tate, now banned on all social media, a pretty interesting phenomenon, has been a proponent of it as well. So this is a very interesting topic that has caught the public's attention only lately, and has been ignored for a very long time. But the focus that I'm gonna be the thing I'm gonna be focusing on in this video is mental health, especially within relationships when men are in relationships, because I've seen men go from hero to zero in relationships. I've seen men go from being having an awesome life and being happy, and the blame is not on the relationship itself. It's just about the lifestyle nowadays, in my opinion, and what's been going on in today's society. I think everyone's mental health is suffering to some degree. You can tell that by just being in the dating world and meeting the people that you meet and seeing how many people are on antidepressants and on medications and on all that type of stuff. It's just mental health is on a decline, in my opinion. But and I'm not a guru here, but what I do want to mention is, and I'm not a teacher, I'm not an expert, and none of that stuff. But what I do want to mention is, I've noticed I've been in the relationship realm, or I've been through it all when it comes to relationship. I've been in an 8 year relationship. I've been in a 2 year long distance relationship. I've been with 7 girls at once for months at a time. About 6 months with 7 different girls, dating 7 different girls. I've been with multiple different girls during several periods in my life. I've been with a bisexual partner. I've been with a polyamorous partner. I've been through it all. I've been in the traditional wholesome relationship. I've been in the crazier relationships. And I've dealt with it since I'm 31 now. I've dealt with it since I was 17. Maybe started getting success towards 19 when it comes to women and dating and all that type of stuff. And I want to tell you guys that you are not alone with what you're dealing with. I've talked to my guy friends about this. I've talked to so many dudes about this. And you are not alone if you are suffering in a relationship. You're not alone if sometimes you park your car outside your house and you have to wait in the car for a few minutes before going upstairs because you don't want to deal with the drama that's going to ensue in the household. You're not alone if you are getting into argument after argument after argument. You're not alone if you're getting up in the morning and you're feeling sad and it's tough to get out of bed and all that type of stuff and feeling like I want to get out of here. I want to get out of this situation. You are not alone. You are not alone. There's a lot of men out there who are I don't want to call it suffering, but who are going through the same situation as you. And I will tell you there's multiple reasons for this. And this is not a structured video, but I will get off a bit topic and then I'll try to give you my opinion. There's multiple reasons for this. One of the reasons is the dating world and social media, and it's just a lot of guys feel under valued because of social media. You might have a woman who has a social media account, you have a social media account, and you look at the difference between it and between you guys, and you notice that she gets a lot more attention, and that unfortunately attention is currency in today's market, and men are not getting attention in today's market. The average man is not getting a lot of attention. I don't think that's the main reason. I think social media in general is bad for both men and women's mental health if it's overused. That's a key word there. If it is overused, excuse me. If it is overused. Another thing that might be going on here is that you are not really getting respect within the relationship. You're not really getting respect within your household. But the reason for that, and this is a point that I really want to make to a lot of men who are in relationships. The reason for that is because this is not how relationships have been structured. This is not how a man's life has been structured for the longest time. And I'm not an evolutionary psychologist and I'm not big on those theories, but I truly get a sense that living at home with a woman and sharing everything with one woman who is your partner is not the right way to go about things, because that woman is not going to understand your struggles, and it's going to seem as though she does not care to understand your struggles. And in the red pill they call it solipsism, where what they mean by it is that the woman sees things from only her perspective, only what benefits her or what is good for her is what she sees. And the meaning of that is you go up to your girl and you complain and you're like, hey, this happened, this happened, this happened, and she'll tell you something along the lines, or you'll argue with a girl. This is an even better example. You'll argue with a girl and you'll tell her, you said this and I feel like this is like you're coming from like a privileged position by saying that. If she says like, oh, you need to work for my attention, or you need to work not for my attention, you need to work for, you need to get me excited about sleeping with you, or you need to do this or whatever she's saying. I know this is not a common conversation in relationships, but if she says something along those lines like, oh, you're not getting me excited to da, 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 whatever, and you're like, you do understand how selfish and privileged that position sounds, and then she is completely oblivious to what you're saying. Like, she does not see that at all. No matter how many times you explain it, no matter how many times you repeat yourself, no matter how many times you try to put it into that woman's head, she is not seeing that. And the reason for that is there's a lot of stuff that you don't see from her perspective either, because it's just a different method of communication. But you know who will understand you? Your brother. You know who will understand you? Your cousin, your male cousin. You know who will understand you? Your friend, your guy friend, or your best friend. And that is the issue with today's dating is guys will only have one best friend, and that is their wives. The second problem is, so that's A, she will not understand your struggle, she will not understand your position, and she will not understand her, I don't want to call it privilege. This is not a woman against woman thing. This is a just a way to help you better your life, okay? This is the position I'm coming from, is trying to help you better your life and understand psychology in general, understand people in general. This is not to bash a certain subsect of the population. A, she will not understand you. She will not understand your points of views, and when you say some things to her, she will look at it as though you're attacking her from a feelings point of view, or from not even a feelings. She'll look at it as though you're attacking her rather than you giving your opinion on things, and it will seem like she doesn't care about it, and that is bad for your mental health, because you're talking to someone who's essentially telling you, you know what, I don't really care what you're saying. All I care about is where I'm coming from. So that is a frustrating thing. That is A. And B is, if you are talking to your woman about those struggles, it's going, or those points, it's going to automatically give her, this ties into the first point, it's going to give her some bad emotions at some point. And those bad emotions are going to grow into resentments, and resentment is going to grow into an issue with the relationship, and the respect is going to dwindle, or her acting in a respectful way towards you, the excitement that she had in the beginning of the relationship, the way she used to hug you and jump into your lap and jump into bed with you and show you off to her friends and all that type of stuff, that's going to dwindle because she's going to see you in a different light. And that is very unfortunate, but that is how things are. And therefore, I think what men don't realize is, throughout the longest times, for the longest time, a man's life was not him spending time with his woman the whole time. A man's life was not him going to work and coming back every night and having dinner with his woman. A man's life was having a goal, or having a yeah, I guess a goal or something to accomplish. And he had a group of other men that he hung out with, and they talked about all that shit, and they let themselves express themselves, and they understood each other. They understood each other, and they drank together, and they went out together, and they did hard tasks together, and that is something that is missing in today's society. And they went out and they touched the grass together. They touched the grass together, and they faced death together, and they faced fear together. And that is what is missing in today's day-to-day society. We exchanged comfort for happiness, essentially. We exchanged comfort for mental health, essentially. And what I'm trying to share with you guys is, I want you guys to live a happy life. I want you guys to have a life where your house is your kingdom and your woman respects you. And there's a lot of points to be made here, but one important point is, you cannot make your woman your entire life, unfortunately. You can love a person with all your heart, you can care about a person with all your heart, but your entire life, or a major portion of your life, has to be what they call your purpose, I guess now. But not just your purpose where you're sitting down and making YouTube videos, or you're sitting down and writing a book, or you're sitting down and studying economics or engineering. That's all satisfying, that's all good and great. But your purpose along with other dudes, where you're sharing your life experience with other dudes, where you have a tribe, where you have a dude tribe. And I think that is essential. That is something that is missing out of today's day to day. And I see a lot of dudes who they go home and they talk to their girl, and it is super frustrating, and you grow resentful towards that person because she is not understanding you. You know who does understand you? Your brothers, your friends, your guy friends who are going through similar situations. They will understand you. And nowadays, another thing is women's opinions are taken so seriously, no matter how not rooted in reality they are. And men's opinions are not taken seriously when they are not rooted in reality. And that is maybe a bitterness coming from me, or a biased opinion coming from me. I apologize if that's the case. But what I'm trying to say here is, you'll hear women say like the weirdest things online or on the internet, and they get celebrated. And it's not all women, obviously. It's a small, maybe it's a percentage of women. Definitely, it's a good percentage of women who say these stupid things, and they are celebrated. And you and those are taken seriously nowadays. Whereas during history, when someone said something silly, whether it be a man or a woman, they were not taken seriously. So the fact that you're taking someone's opinion so seriously, even though it is a silly opinion, if a girl comes up to you and she says, "Oh, I only date guys who are 6 feet and up, or 6'2" and up, or whatever," and you're taking that to heart, and you're thinking it's such an important thing, or I think you're a loser, or whatever," and you're taking that to heart, that's a problem, dude, because that's the opinion. You're valuing the opinion of someone whose opinion should not be valued. You should be laughing at that opinion. That should make you laugh. That should be something like a kid coming up to you and saying some silly stuff. And same thing applies, unfortunately, to your girlfriend. No matter how much she's going to be like, "Oh, you don't take me seriously, oh, you don't do this, or you don't do that." No, I do not take that particular opinion seriously. And I'm not trying to get you guys into fights, but no, I do not take that particular opinion seriously. And you don't have to say it out loud. You can just leave the room and just ignore it. And I'm not a relationship guru, but I'm telling you guys, like, that is not good for your mental health either. To take all these like random opinions from random people and take them so seriously, that is not a good thing. So anyway, guys, your mental health is important. I have so much love for my brothers who are going through the same struggles, and so many of you guys are going through the same struggles. I have so much love for you, and I want you guys to do well, and I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to have a happy life, and I want you guys to have a good life. And the fact that you're struggling, you don't have to struggle. Excuse me. You don't have to excuse me for that. You don't have to struggle by yourselves. You don't have to struggle by yourselves. Life is long, and it's beautiful, and it's awesome, and it is what you make it. Life is what you make it, and you can make it an awesome life, in my opinion. So I hope you guys just I hope you got something out of this video. To be honest, this is the message that I've been trying to get out there. This is an opinion message, and it's not. I'm not a know-it-all, and I do not know everything. But this is my opinion, and I hope this helps at least one person out there. So anyway, best wishes to all my young brothers, and all my older brothers, and all my brothers in general. And I hope you guys find your way. And if you need any help, I am here for you. And thank you so much for listening to me. I am humbled, and I appreciate it so much.